Hello and welcome to the Sunday live stream. My name is Igor and this is the next live stream where we build our favorite Agentic IDE. This is Shikigami IDE. Let me show you. Okay, now you should see it better. So this is the Shikigami application. This is the Agentic IDE. What does it mean? It means that it contains an agentic coding area and as well an editor area, so you can switch between them. If you like, you can as well use a split mode. Let me demonstrate very quickly. So on the left side, as you can see, just for testing purposes, two Claude sessions that are waiting for my input, and on the right side, this is the coding area. If you would like to preview files, if you would like to modify them by yourself, you can do it. For now, the editor area supports partially PHP, JavaScript and TypeScript. So you can already see, if you download the application, you can already see some signs of a PHP LSP support. If you would like to enable it, please go to the settings. Then in the settings modal, please look for a workspace part of the column on the left. Then there is a programming languages button, and the first one is PHP. If you would like to enable LSP, please turn it to on, to ready, and then the indexing will happen in the background. Once this is ready, you will get a functionality. This is a first step of it, or maybe I should say another step of this more complex topic, which is the PHP LSP, and that includes auto-completion for some vendor classes, auto-completion for your own source, but not fully. The project is not fully indexed and vendors are not indexed as well. That is something that is happening in the Shikigami in the agentic coding area. So on the left we have a plan creator, and on the right there is an implementer. We will start the implementation right away. Let me bring you back to the another workspace. So that's how it looks. You can work, if you have a widescreen, you can work in both areas at the same time. If you want a more focused work on agentic coding, then you can do it as well. And just to remind you, you can suspend sessions. For now, we support codex and claude. That may change in the future, of course. It depends what is your feedback on Shikigami, and if there are more people that would like to see different agents available here as well, please let me know in the chat if you are here with me now, or in the comments section later. I would like to hear your feedback and your thoughts on it. Okay, but for now, let's close them. Yep, so that's how it looks. PHP for now. This is an ongoing process, not fully supported yet, but will be. Let's start another phase of the LSP implementation. And that's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so this is the prompt for the implementer. By the way, I need to find some time to think about more, like enabling more smooth work with multiple agents. So because for now I had to copy and paste content from one to another, and I would like to explore a possible solution to maybe allow sending from one session to another, because anyway this is wrapped into a custom process. This is a Claude session, native Claude session, or a native codex session, but anyway this is wrapped because the application needs some control over it to suspend, resume, stop sessions and, so to speak, manage the lifecycle or hook to the lifecycle changes, because once we hit enter on the right side, then you can see that there is a green glow, and that means that an agent is working on something. If an agent requires our attention, we should see a notification, or you should see a notification, and as well the glow color should be changed into yellow, and that's an indicator that agent is waiting for your input. But okay, so that was a short introduction. Let's take a look at our board. So today I worked a bit off stream and uncovered 2 bugs. Yeah, one of them was in the editor area, the other one was in the agentic coding area. The one in the agentic coding, maybe you saw that already, but there were cases when content could overlap an input in a session. That shouldn't happen again, but let's see. And most likely that happened when you left a session for some time. Maybe you moved to a different window for 30 minutes or more, and then there was a redraw happening in the background, and unfortunately it wasn't implemented as it should be in some details, and that caused an overlap. So, but that will be shipped today, I believe. I hope so, if we manage to do so. And recent things. Recently we worked on for example, very useful thing. I like that you can start a session and clone a repo right away. So you create a workspace from a Git repository. That wasn't possible. Now you can clone directly to a selected directory and initialize a workspace there. So that is the most important, I guess. And the other thing will be add to Git ignore context menu, but these are minor things. Duplication with a Command D shortcut, you can do it like in other IDEs. And yeah, improvement for the branch selector. Okay, so let me move that into the done column. CSS improvement for the CSS files. That was an option for especially useful for front-end developers if you would like to see a live preview of a font size. So now calculated in REM, and that is possible now. You can enable it in the settings. So please take a look. If you use pixel sizes and REMs, you can enable this in Shikigami to have a live preview and a live recalculation. And for today, let's start this. The first thing and the second one. I would like to keep it short today. It's Sunday. Okay, so let me start. So the first thing is to allow to revert from in the editor area directly from a file that the change happened. So let me show you, but before I show you, let me start a new agent session. So this is gonna be a git revert from a file, and that is okay. And that, as usual, setup Opus 4.8 and a dedicated work tree. And another thing, this is kind of a bug, for sure a missing functionality. That is a refresh. Refresh selector component state. Okay, yeah, I will keep it like this. So the first thing in the editor area, so let's imagine that you work on a file, you've changed something, but you don't like it and you would like to revert it. So unfortunately, at the moment, you have to go here to the Git editor, to the Git integration section, and then click on a revert button. Then you can discard changes. So this is the one way and the only at the moment. And I would like to add an option to revert right from a file that you've modified. So pretty simple, you move your mouse over the green line. It should expand a bit, like become a bit thicker. Then you click on it with a left mouse button and a context menu should appear with an option to revert, and then all these changes will be reverted. Yeah, so that is the first thing, and then the other one is refresh selector branch state. If you click push and pull, then we have indicators. Maybe you don't know, we have indicators next to a label of a branch name. We have indicators with how many commits you can push or pull, and that unfortunately is not refreshed if you used push and pull on the root level. Yeah, so we have to let's start working on that, because agents should prepare a plan, one for each thing, and then maybe we will have enough time to start working on it, and maybe this will be included in the release today. Okay, so let me copy an image, screenshot. I want to have an option to revert changes from a file that I've edited. So for now, it's only possible from a Git integration area, but I would like to have the same functionality in a different place. So I've marked you a green line, and that green line means that there was a change in a file. If I move a mouse over, I want it to become thicker, and then if a user click on it with a left mouse button, I want you to open a context menu with an option to revert the whole set of changes that is marked by that line. If something is unclear, we can start from a brainstorming session. Okay, so we have the first one, and now the refresh state. I also prepared an image for that, a screenshot. Okay, let me put it here. Okay, and let's go. So as you see, I marked you two important places in the Git branch selector component. The first one is a row with two buttons on a root level, that is pull and push buttons, and the other is a row with a branch list item. And the thing is that if I click on a push or pull, state of a branch is not being updated in the branches list. So please take a look at the component and please verify how we can extend refreshing state of branches list once an action is triggered from a root level of the component. Yeah, this is an important thing. So the agent wanted to clarify if we talk only about a basic branch selector that you can see here, or a branch selector that we've created some time ago for monorepos. And yes, we want to update both of them, because maybe the other one has as well that issue. Okay, let me clarify. So we don't need a live reload every time user click on that component. there is a refresh button. So if a user knows that something happened in a remote, then most likely they will click on a refresh button, and that is fine. But what I want you to do and what I want you to fix is that if there is an action triggered by a user and it is pushing or pulling, we have to fetch the state and update components informations. I cannot judge that. So please run a localhost server with an HTML document and then please present these options. I'm gonna choose from one of them. Okay, and here are the design options. I thought that this is a simple thing, but let's take a look. Left click, revert. And yeah, on the right click, toggle blame, that is fine. What is the other option? And no, so we, no, for sure not. No, so A only. Okay, now I understand, so I want the option A to be implemented. And if everything is clear, please skip the specification phase and move right away to the planning phase. Okay, please prepare the spec file. Okay, good, but please prepare for me a prompt for a much broader set of works. Yeah, so that definitely needs to be improved. So some sort of communication between the agents needs to be implemented. I don't know yet how to do it. If you have ideas, you can share them with me. If you use Shikigami and would like to have such a functionality, please let me know as well, because that would bring the developer experience to a higher level for sure. So you will be the one that is a supervisor and agents are communicating with each other. Yeah, I need to think about it. Okay, let's assume that the monorepo component as well has that list with numbers. And what about the number 1? Could you please explain briefly? Once the plan is ready, I want you to run code review and architecture review by Shikigami architecture. Of course, those reviews needs to be run on the plan. There is one more thing. I almost forgot. And there is no task for it. Let me check. And no, I don't see it. Okay, so what is the issue? If you go to a project where you used work trees, and then you want to remove it. Okay, there is a confirmation. I want to delete it, and unfortunately there is an error. So let me use that and ask an agent if we can do something about it. So delete a branch and a work tree that is associated to it. Unfortunately, that triggers an error. That is an error that I saw when I want to remove a branch with a branch selector component by using the selector component delete action, and that branch has an associated worktree, and unfortunately that triggers an error. Is there a way we can make the deletion working? Please let me know if we have to extend code base, maybe there is something missing, or we should double check with users if they really want to remove it. What is the issue here? Please don't run systematic debugging on it. Okay, it is brainstorming. Sorry, what do you mean close popover? If I click on one of these buttons, the branch selector is still there. Please explain. Okay, you know what? Let me take the screenshot. Let me take a screenshot one more time. Yeah, and let's mark what we are talking about. So these buttons. So after these actions that I marked, I want a list of branches and state of commits to push or pull to be updated. Okay, so let me clarify. We're not gonna check anything. We only have to care if a branch and a work tree exist. If both exist, then we should remove both of them without asking because I assume that the user is experienced enough and has enough experience to understand what are implications of that decision. So we have first step is clicking on a selector, then looking for a branch, and then looking for a delete button. Once it's clicked, we show a confirmation dialog, and that is enough. If a user confirm, then it means we have to delete it. And we should not reevaluate if there is something that is awaiting to be committed or something that wasn't merged to the main branch. We don't care. Okay, I've noticed that I have a guest today, right here with me. Could you please clarify and verify if we really can detect that a work tree is under operation that is ongoing by an agent? Can we really verify that? If we can, then please include that message, that information, include that information in a confirmation dialog. And again, we don't care. So user should be aware what will happen after they delete a branch and a work tree. Well, in the future, if you will complain a lot, we can make it better. But for now, let's assume that people know what they are about to do, and let's move forward. There is a message in the chat. What a cute kitty. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, if we can unify a source of that information, then I like it, so let's go with the option 2. Guys, if you are wondering if the clock behind me works, no, it doesn't work. That's not the real time. I will change the battery soon. Okay, I like it. So please prepare an implementation plan and then run code review and architecture review on it. Okay, so these tasks belong to a single milestone, or we have more of them, how it looks. Okay, so can we have a prompt for M1 and M2, and once both things are ready, then you will take care of code review and architecture review? You know what, I think I have to change the title of this live stream. Let me do it now. So we have Agentic IDE for Claude and Codex in the title. I believe we should change it to Vibe Engineering with Kitty. And then Agentic Coding IDE for Claude and Codex Live. Okay, changed. I'm not sure if you will see it right away, but for sure next viewers will see the updated title. And let me share with you one more thing. So today I've posted information on Hacker News in the show area. A brief message about Shikigami and what is the idea, what are the reasons behind starting working on it. So if you have a Hacker News account and you would like to support the project and help with spreading the word about Shikigami and building community, then please upvote the post, because that helps. And also you can comment it if you have an account there. Please comment it, share your thoughts, and I'm still waiting. I'm always waiting for a feedback. If you would like to have an impact on Shikigami and the development of the application, please use the comment section. Comment section, chat if you are with us live, or Discord server. The link is in the description. If we would like to reuse the existing component, how it could look like, and please spin up a localhost server and show us how it will be implemented if we reuse the context menu component. Okay, this is good, so please prepare an implementation plan and then run code review and architecture review to make sure that all is correct. Okay, so this is the current situation. Again, explanation what will happen. So if we decide to go an easy path, then we will add a fourth component for basically the same thing. That this is not what we want. We want to make decisions that will in the long run make the application maintainable in an easier way and with a less cost. So this should be unified. There will be one shared component, and here is an example of how that can be implemented. But I believe the migration can be done as a separate thing. So for now, let's add a shared component and then start using it right away with the new thing in the code editor area. And for the rest, I will prepare a migration for that. Okay, so I want you to build a new component that we can share for every context menu action. But for now, I want you to use it only with a new thing. And we can consider switching the annotation, with the git blame annotation action, to that shared component as well, if this is a simple change. Okay, I am following your recommendation, so please do that and then re-review the plan. Okay, so I would like to wrap it up. So what is the state? It looks like I will release a patched version because those agents will be busy for the next half an hour, maybe longer. It depends how it evolves. And then I have to manually verify if everything works as expected. So yeah, these things that we are working on, which is a revert changes option from the editor, and as well improvement for the branch selector component, and a third thing, delete a branch and a work tree. This is a bug, I would say. It should work. It should work earlier. So these things will be released maybe tomorrow, maybe on Tuesday. And the LSP, this is a bigger thing, and this is in progress. So yeah, I believe that will be the end of this live stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for comments and likes and new subscriptions. We have 50 subscribers, and that is great. I'm very happy because that means that you like what I'm doing, and I hope that we have many happy users. But I would like to really hear your feedback if you like the application, and which way can we go to make it better, and maybe cover more programming languages. Let me remind you that we have a task for PHP. So PHP, this is an ongoing effort, and we have a task for Python, Blade PHP, and Vue support. I'm not sure how difficult it could be to support Vue. I didn't explore anything on that because this is a framework, so then the situation is a bit different. Maybe the handling for framework I believe will be more complex, so I cannot promise anything. I will try to make it possible and bring Vue to Shikigami, because this is as well a popular front-end framework. I know that, and it would be great to have it. And one more thing, I've added today to the exploration phase, and that is a speech-to-text support. And I see it like this. I see it as a two options. So first is that we use a remote API to send speech, and then receive a text in return. But for that we will reuse what we know about OpenAI and Claude so far. I cannot promise that any other provider will be available, at least not today. And there is a second option that Shikigami will allow you to download a local model, and then this local model will be configured for you and run to support speech-to-text functionality, because, for example, Codex doesn't have that feature, and for example, Claude has that. There is a voice function built in Claude, and you can communicate with Claude directly by talking to it. And that's not possible with Codex, unfortunately. Maybe they will add it at some point, we don't know. But anyway, I will slowly explore this area as well. So speech-to-text could be possible, but that of course requires more work, and we have already a crowded pipeline. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for joining, thank you for likes, subscriptions, and have a nice day, have a nice evening. Please don't forget to download Shikigami and give it a try. Let me know if you like it or not, and especially if you are a more experienced user and you work with multiple agents, then I would like to hear from you if you like that way of interacting with agents, or if there is something that we can improve. And please remember that the application is for free, and will be for free in this shape at least. And there is one more important thing, that security and privacy is my number one priority. So that means there is no telemetry built in. I don't know if there is an error, if something happened to your instance of the application. I don't know that. That's why you see, I think you saw that. Let me show it again. So there are toes if there is an error. If once you click on details, there is a copy error button, and I've added it for purpose, because if you join the Discord server, then you can copy the error, paste it, send it to me, and I will take a look at it if we can fix that or improve maybe something in Shikigami to prevent those bugs to happen in the future. And okay, that's it for today. Thank you. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, bye bye.